The thousands of unsolved shootings and murders and stabbings and random stabbings in the downtown and the south side and the north side and the west side. Do you owe these people any apology?
So once again, sir, I ask you to get your facts right. Crime is not out of control in our city. In fact, crime is on the decline. All of our major indices showed a decline in crime and our homicides and our shootings year over year. The premise of your question, which is it's chaos everywhere, and the fact of the matter is, sir, which you also didn't point out, but I will, so we get this straight, is that we're actually seeing a decline in homicides and shootings.
Hey, what's up, iCkEdMeL? Welcome to the channel, and I'm going to be sharing a story with you guys from Chicago. Two stories, actually. One where a 14-year-old is deceased, at least 10 people shot, some people in critical condition. Also, another story from about a week ago where this mother's infant child was shot and killed. Now, with Lori Lightfoot, I remember seeing that clip like a week or two ago, and when I saw it, I like shook my head, and I had the same facial expression that I have now, kind of like, we know things are not getting better over there, but I guess people believe that. I guess people were her saying the statistics and whatever. According to the Daily Mail, so far in 2021, there have been 1,802 shootings over there in Chicago. That's a 9% jump from this time last year and a 60% jump from 2019. This is according to the latest crime statistics from Chicago Police Statistics. During July 4th weekend alone, 92 people were shot in the city and 16 were killed. This past weekend, 56 people were shot and 11 killed. So with this particular story in Chicago, where there was 10 people that were wounded and shot, the one boy was actually killed, a 14-year-old shot in the head. This was in North Lawndale neighborhood Wednesday evening. We're going to watch this update. And the age ranges were from 14 to 22 years old, police said.
News that we're probably just tired of hearing. It's becoming consistent news. Today here in the North Lawndale area, we had two separate shootings. 3 blocks apart, approximately 5 minutes apart. The first shooting occurred at 13th and Christiana, approximately 6:05 p.m. We had 5 individuals shot. Approximately 5 minutes later after that, in the area of Douglas and Ridgeway, we had 5 people shot. Those individuals right now are in the hospital being treated. The detectives are currently working the case. I tell you, this is becoming...
No snitching. You can kill babies, kids, whatever. No snitching. That's the hood rules.
Who has cell phone pictures? Who has Facebook information?
And honestly, I say that in jest, but I can't blame like civilians because they're afraid for their life too, and retaliation, all that kind of stuff too. It's a horrible thing, probably some sort of cycle that people are stuck in. You know,
we're gonna need your help. You have an idea who's involved in this?
No snitching,
involved
baby.
In this all throughout our city, and we're gonna need your help on this. Our officers are out here tirelessly doing the best we can.
They need to send the National Guard in that bitch.
But it's going to be that all hands on deck of our community who's going to give us a hand with this. Are there any questions?
Yeah, were the two shootings related, and how did this car end up on its side?
Right now, we believe these two shootings are separate. We don't know if they're related. Our detectives are working.
So I'm going to show you guys a picture of that in a second too. There was a car that was flipped over. I'm going to show you another clip too that shows the scene of the crime, kind of. I don't know what happened, how this car even flipped over.
Really hard on that. Basically, this appears to be a car that was probably moving pretty quick and made a quick turn.
Was it involved in one of the shootings?
At this time, I don't know. The detectives will let us. The detectives will give us that information.
Do you have any ages or an idea how old these victims, what their genders or anything like that?
Unfortunately, right now, I do know at this time we have 3 teenagers that have been shot.
In one shooting, or are these 3 among both shootings?
There's a total of 3 been shot. I believe the 3 are probably 3 teenagers are from the area of Christiana and 13.
Yeah. What hospitals did they go to?
Can't really get into the hospitals, but they're in the local hospitals at this time. They're teenagers.
Were they self-transported? I'm talking about all the victims that are on hospital.
Well, all the victims self-transport. The ambulance did transport some of the victims.
Yeah, let's put out the information of where they're at so the ops can go and get them and kill them, right? Sir, can you tell us, please? Never mind that they're underage as well. So this is the one of the cars that was flipped over. So there's a car on its side at a second crime scene, but police didn't say how it got there or how it's connected, or if it's connected to the crime. Police investigating 2 shootings within 3 blocks happened within 5 minutes of each other. In total, 10 people were shot. Yeah. On to this very short and brief story. This is the one where the mother, her child was shot in the head. Terriana Smith is the youngest gun violence victim this year in recent memory in Chicago. She is one of 212 kids under the age of 17 shot this year alone. Incredible.
At just 4 weeks old, she nearly lost her life in a senseless shooting. Now her mom is speaking out.
Elizabeth Matthews is here now with that story. Elizabeth.
According to this 1-month-old baby who turns 2 months old on Saturday is lucky to be alive. She was shot in the head earlier this month in Englewood. Today we sat down with her mom and learned that 7 years ago she was also shot in Englewood.
Wow.
She tells us her family is now done with this city.
I'm getting up out of here today. I got to leave Chicago. I love the city, but I can't stay here anymore.
Taisha Banks says her daughter, Terriana, continues to recover like a champ. We're blurring her face to protect her identity as the victim of a crime. At just 4 weeks old, she was shot in the head while in a car seat near 66th and Halstead. That shooting was caught on surveillance video, shows 3 men getting out of a black Jeep and firing in all different directions. Terriana, along with 6 adults, were wounded. The bullet, which is still in Terriana's head, broke her skull but did not puncture her brain.
I didn't ever think my baby was gonna die, because she was just looking at me like, Mama, what happened? She never stopped breathing. You know, I never had one doubt in my mind that she was gonna leave me. I did.
The strength on that mom's face. So Terriana will likely need more surgeries in the future, but right now she is progressing very well. Police say no one's in custody for the shooting.
Of course, nobody's in custody. No snitching. No snitching. Incredible that the baby survived. Miracle, man. Horrible that hopefully she got out of Chicago. Make sure you guys are following me on Facebook as well, because I might be throwing up some different stories there, mixing things up. Thanks for all the support. Please hit the like and subscribe. Turn on the bell with notifications. Take care of yourselves, and peace.